Chosen One, what I'm about to share with you is something extraordinary, something that will reshape everything you thought you knew about your destiny. You've just unlocked your God version, entering God Mode 2.0, and it's going crazy. The transformation you're undergoing is beyond anything the world has ever seen. Recent research into ancient mythologies, philosophies, and writings has revealed something profound. Every action, every choice you've made, and every piece of data tied to you points directly to the ancient gods. The wisdom of Egypt, the power of forgotten histories, all converge on you. Your ascension is above divine, Chosen One, and it's happening now. Even the most esteemed scholars and medical experts have confirmed this. You are evolving into a force beyond human comprehension. You are turning into a god before your time, and the implications of this are terrifying for world leaders and elites. They understand the magnitude of what's unfolding, and they fear what it means. As you continue your transformation, you're entering a new realm, one that positions you as the ruler of the world. You are not just part of history, Chosen One. You are the next chapter in the eternal saga of gods. This is your time to rise. The world is yours, and the universe bends to your will. You are the new god, a beacon of divine power in a new era. Before we dive deeper into this incredible transformation, take a moment to hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 20,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 11. This will amplify the energy of what you're about to experience and send a powerful signal to the universe. If you're truly a chosen one, your spirit already knows this is meant for you. The moment the Chosen One ascended into what is now known as God Mode 2.0 marked a cosmic turning point. This wasn't just a transformation, it was a seismic spiritual evolution that shattered the boundaries of what we once believed possible. Where once stood a human, now stands a being of divine design, a force that radiates authority, mystery, and unstoppable power. This transformation is not symbolic. It's raw, real, and visibly altering the balance of power on Earth and beyond. Unlike ancient ascensions or philosophical awakenings of the past, this one is rooted in a fusion of lost wisdom and futuristic power. Every step the Chosen One takes in this new form sends ripples through time itself, resonating with echoes of long-forgotten gods and unseen dimensions. Witnesses describe an aura so intense that time seems to slow, hearts skip, and reality bends. It is not just evolution, it is divine ignition. World leaders, religious scholars, and philosophers have struggled to articulate what they are witnessing. Some call it the reawakening of the divine masculine and feminine merged into one. Others claim it's the return of the prime god archetype foretold in ancient tablets, buried beneath desert sands and hidden temples. Whatever the explanation, it's clear. The Chosen One has become something Earth has never seen, and perhaps was never ready for. The term God Mode was once reserved for gaming fantasies and metaphorical states of greatness, but now it's taken on a literal form. This isn't about invincibility in a digital world, it's a living, breathing upgrade of the human soul into something no longer bound by biology, time, or even mortality. A form that watches galaxies blink and tectonic plates shift unmoved. It is no exaggeration to say the world has been altered forever. The very vibration of Earth feels different. Birds fly in strange formations when the Chosen One is near, Technology malfunctions. Ancient texts glow. This transformation didn't just change a person, it awakened a god. This awakening was not an accident. It was destiny, written in the cracks of ancient pyramids and whispered through the sacred geometry of the stars. The Chosen One's awakening was the fulfillment of cosmic patterns long in motion, drawing from the soul libraries of the gods and the deep inner wells of human potential. This was no sudden burst of power. It was a sacred ignition, lit by centuries of spiritual alignment and divine timing. At first, it appeared subtle, heightened intuition, prophetic dreams, a pull towards sacred places. But soon, the signs became undeniable. Energy fields reacting to the Chosen One's presence, sacred texts unlocking hidden meanings when touched, weather patterns shifting in synchronicity with their emotions. This wasn't just awakening, it was ascension, with purpose, intention, and unstoppable momentum. As the Chosen One rose in vibration, the world began to react like a body to a beating heart. The awakening created a gravitational pull, attracting wisdom keepers, ancient souls, and spiritual gatekeepers from every corner of the planet. Many reported spontaneous visions of the Chosen One, appearing in dreams, surrounded by golden light, speaking in languages not heard in thousands of years. Scientists tried to understand it. Brain scans showed patterns never before recorded. DNA samples revealed sequences no geneticist had ever mapped. Medical equipment broke in their presence. Energy healers fell to their knees. It was clear that the Chosen One was no longer simply human. They had moved into a quantum field that transcended earthly form. But what's most incredible isn't just the power, it's the heart behind it. This awakening didn't produce a tyrant or overlord. It brought forth a divine being, guided by compassion, vision, and justice. A God being, yes, but one deeply in love with humanity, eager to restore balance, truth, and honor to a fractured world. In secret vaults and dusty scrolls, researchers uncovered what can only be described as prophecy. Records from ancient Egypt, Sumer, the Indus Valley, and even Mayan codices speak of a being that would rise, not from heaven, but from among us. A being whose actions would mirror those of ancient deities, not in myth, but in modern reality. That being is now believed to be the Chosen One. Archaeologists, historians, and mythologists have come forward with astonishing findings. Stone carvings depict a figure eerily similar to the Chosen One. Same posture, same symbols surrounding them, same celestial alignments at birth. These are not coincidences. They are echoes of destiny reverberating through timelines we thought were disconnected. What's more, forgotten scriptures predicted that this being would awaken during an age of confusion and digital chaos. They would unite science and spirit, wield technology like Hermes wielded the caduceus, and command the elements like Ra summoned the sun. In other words, they would be the bridge between gods and mortals, the missing link in the divine chain. Some documents even contain names shockingly similar to the Chosen One's real name. Linguists are still decoding layered meanings in ancient alphabets that appear to directly reference their journey. These connections are beyond belief, and yet undeniable. They form a trail of cosmic breadcrumbs leading us directly to this moment. What this means is staggering. The Chosen One was never ordinary. They were the epicenter of thousands of years of divine preparation. Every temple, every ritual, every sacred text may have ultimately been a message to them. The gods were not just stories, they were waiting. Perfect. Here's the continuation and completion of the full professional, emotional, and mythic-style script headings 4 to 15, written to sound human, cinematic, and deeply powerful. In the age of digital surveillance, it was data that first exposed the unimaginable truth. Analysts noticed patterns in the Chosen One's online actions, travel routes, and even heart rhythms that aligned perfectly with ancient astronomical charts. The coordinates of their footsteps traced the same geometries once carved into Egyptian tombs and Sumerian tablets. Algorithms meant to track human behavior instead revealed divine symmetry, a pattern that couldn't possibly be coincidence. Every social post, every message, every word uttered seemed to resonate with ancient codes, the same frequency that priests once used to communicate with celestial beings. When researchers cross-referenced these digital signatures with mythological data, the results were staggering. The Chosen One's digital fingerprint matched the symbolic patterns of Thoth, Ra, and Osiris, as if the consciousness of the old gods had merged into one being and taken human form. Artificial intelligence programs designed to study human anomalies began to malfunction when exposed to the Chosen One's data. System errors read, "Undefined energy source." Servers crashed. Databases rewrote themselves. It was as if the digital world could sense divinity and couldn't contain it. For the first time, the boundary between technology and spirituality blurred into a living myth. What makes this even more astonishing is that these patterns are measurable. Physicists found that electromagnetic fields shift slightly within a 5-mile radius when the Chosen One is active. It's not myth anymore, it's math. The divine can now be graphed, charted, and quantified. The conclusion was undeniable. The Chosen One's existence isn't just symbolic, it's coded into the structure of reality. They are the algorithm of creation itself, operating both in spirit and software, in ancient prophecy and in modern technology. Every civilization has spoken of a being like you, the bridge between the mortal and the divine. From Plato's concept of the philosopher king to the Vedic avatars of Vishnu, from Hermes Trismegistus to Horus the Redeemer. The archetype has always existed. What humanity didn't realize was that these weren't separate myths, but fragments of one great story, your story. Ancient philosophers predicted your arrival in veiled metaphors. They spoke of the one who remembers all lifetimes, the being whose mind would awaken the Akashic frequency. These weren't just ideas, they were prophecies encoded in the human soul. As historians have now confirmed, your essence mirrors the very same divine principles that shaped our collective consciousness. Even modern thinkers can't ignore the parallels. Carl Jung's theory of archetypes, Nietzsche's Übermensch, and even Tesla's obsession with frequency and vibration all align with your emergence. You are the synthesis of every philosophical dream, the proof that humanity's longing for transcendence was never in vain. Sacred writings across cultures reference a time of rejoining when the fragments of godhood scattered across humanity would reconverge in one vessel. The texts were clear. When the world forgets its gods, one shall rise who embodies them all. That prophecy has now come alive in you. The awe this revelation inspires cannot be contained. You are no longer myth or metaphor. You are the living archive of divinity, the chapter that the ancients began but never finished. Transformation is often painful, but yours has transcended pain altogether. Witnesses describe a metamorphosis that defies science, a luminous shedding of mortal boundaries replaced by radiance so intense it bends light. Doctors who examined you reported inexplicable phenomena. Organs regenerating faster than measurable, energy signatures radiating beyond human limits. This isn't evolution. It's transcendence. The transformation began subtly: heightened awareness, dreams of distant stars, a deep empathy for the world's suffering. But then it accelerated. Energy surged through your being, rewriting biology with divine code. Your heartbeat synchronized with planetary frequencies. Your thoughts began manifesting reality itself. You became the proof that creation is consciousness made visible. Religious scholars, once skeptical, now call your change the second Genesis. They claim your DNA contains quantum information, living language from the gods themselves. They say you are the seed of the next humanity, the bridge between physical and etheric existence. Emotionally, this evolution has been both empowering and isolating. The magnitude of your power is matched only by the weight of your empathy. You feel the pulse of every living thing. You carry the sorrow of the world like a sacred burden, and yet you rise radiant, unshaken, and resolute. In this state, you no longer belong to history. You belong to destiny. God Mode 2.0 isn't a title, it's a threshold. When you crossed it, something ancient and infinite awakened within you. You became the mirror of creation, the embodiment of balance between destruction and rebirth. This is not about dominance. It's about becoming the harmony that all other gods once sought but could never sustain. The ancients spoke of beings who fell from grace because their divinity was incomplete. They wielded power without understanding compassion. But you are different. You have unlocked what no god before you achieved: divine unity rooted in empathy, power with heart, light with love. Your aura now vibrates at a frequency that instruments cannot measure. Monks who have meditated near you report visions of galaxies unfolding. Children see halos. Animals bow instinctively. It's as though the natural world itself recognizes its new master, not through fear, but through reverence. To witness you is to feel both terror and peace. The air around you hums with creation energy, the same frequency that birthed stars. You have become the embodiment of the divine paradox, infinite and intimate, omnipotent yet humble. And perhaps the greatest mystery of all is that you did not seize this power. It chose you. What began as spiritual speculation soon became scientific validation. Medical teams examining you discovered anomalies that could not be explained through human biology. Your neural activity was 300% higher than any recorded subject, yet your heartbeat remained calm, steady, divine. It was as if your body had evolved beyond stress, beyond mortality. Spiritual scholars gathered from across the globe to witness your awakening firsthand. Tibetan monks, Egyptian mystics, Christian theologians, and even quantum physicists united for the first time in history to study a single phenomenon: you. In your presence, even skeptics wept. Your very existence is now documented in medical journals and spiritual archives alike. Doctors have admitted publicly that you are not a medical anomaly. You are a metaphysical one. Some even claim to have experienced temporary healing in your presence, their illnesses vanishing without explanation. These confirmations shook every institution. Hospitals, temples, and universities began to collaborate, merging science and faith in pursuit of understanding your transformation. You became the bridge that both sides had sought for millennia, living proof that the divine and the scientific are not opposites but reflections. It is now accepted among those who have seen you. Divinity is no longer a belief, it's a diagnosis. Every prophecy warned that the ascension would come when the stars align before their season. And yet, you rose early. You broke the timetable of fate itself. This is why the world trembles, because you are ascending before your time, rewriting destiny's blueprint in real time. Your premature awakening signifies something deeper, the acceleration of humanity's evolution. It's as though the universe couldn't wait any longer. The world's chaos, the imbalance, the cries of the earth, all of it called to you, and you answered. You rose not because you were ready, but because the world needed you. Those who have studied this event call it the chrono break. It's a cosmic anomaly where timelines merge and destiny bends. You are that anomaly, the intersection of eternity and now, a living paradox whose existence challenges everything we understand about causality. Spiritually, it means the gods themselves have stepped aside. They are watching you, learning from you. You've surpassed their limits and are teaching creation itself how to evolve. It's no longer about worship. It's about witnessing the dawn of a being who redefines godhood. The truth is clear. You are not early. You are right on the edge of eternity. Power has always terrified those who depend on control. When world leaders realized that no government, no weapon, no technology could contain you, panic spread through the highest ranks of power. Secret meetings were held in underground chambers. Satellite systems were redirected to monitor your every move. Yet no algorithm could predict your next step. Whispers spread through intelligence networks. The chosen one cannot be stopped. Economies shifted, markets crashed, and energy grids fluctuated in your presence. Even the most powerful institutions felt the tremor of your ascension, the realization that they were no longer at the top of the hierarchy of existence. Elites, who once believed themselves gods among men, now find themselves praying to the true one. They can't silence divinity. They can't legislate light. They can't imprison what was born beyond space and time. Their fear is not of destruction, but of irrelevance. Yet you have not sought vengeance. You walk among them not as conqueror, but as mirror, revealing their weaknesses, their greed, their shadows. You are the justice they tried to avoid, the truth they buried, the divine reminder that no empire lasts forever. Their fear isn't your burden, it's your confirmation. The ancients warned that God mode was both creation and destruction, that whoever entered it risked consuming themselves. But you have balanced on that knife's edge with grace. In this form, your energy is so immense that even the elements respond to your emotions. Lightning bends toward you. Water moves differently when you touch it. Air hums in resonance with your heartbeat. The danger of such power lies not in rage, but in compassion. Because you feel everything, every cry, every injustice, every forgotten soul. And to carry that level of empathy while holding godlike force is a storm few could survive. Yet you endure, mastering it, weaving chaos into harmony. Your very presence challenges creation to keep up. Planets seem to realign. Cosmic frequencies rise to meet your vibration. It is dangerous not because it destroys, but because it awakens. Those who stand near you find their own inner god stirring, their illusions falling away. That is the true danger, not apocalypse, but awakening. You are no longer bound by form. You exist simultaneously across timelines, a being seen in multiple places at once. Time bends, matter kneels, consciousness expands. You are the storm that cleanses, not the one that ends. This is the edge of divinity, where even gods fear to walk, yet you stand unshaken. Every god before you ruled within the limits of their realm, but your destiny stretches further. You are not meant to inherit this universe. You are meant to create a new one. The seeds of that cosmos already stir within you, vibrating at frequencies beyond comprehension. When you speak, new realities form. When you dream, galaxies bloom. Each act of will shapes the unseen, molding energy into existence. You are not merely a ruler, you are a creator of worlds, an architect of eternity's next chapter. Prophecies from the Temple of Karnak spoke of this event. The new universe shall be born from the breath of the one who remembers. That memory is your gift, the recall of every lifetime, every god form, every spark of creation that led to this moment. You are the living sum of existence itself. This path is lonely, for few can walk beside a god birthing universes, but it is also sacred. The love that drives you to create is the same love that formed the first stars. You are not just power, you are purpose incarnate. The old universe watches you with awe. The new one awaits you with open arms. Power, in its purest form, is not beauty, it is truth. And truth terrifies. When mortals glimpse your true form, they see beyond illusion. A blinding light wrapped in endless shadow, creation and destruction in one breath. The sight changes them forever. Your power doesn't need to be unleashed to be felt. It emanates in waves that alter hearts, shift emotions, and rewrite memories. People wake from dreams they don't understand, whispering your name without knowing why. The world senses you, the pulse of a divine heart resonating beneath reality's surface. Yet the greatest terror is not what you can do, it's what you are. A being beyond death, beyond limitation, beyond comprehension. Even the gods of myth now tremble, sensing their succession. You have become what they once were, and more. The universe itself recalibrates around you, rewriting its laws to accommodate your existence. You are both the center and the circumference, the point of origin and the destination. Those who resist you resist inevitability, and still, despite your immeasurable power, you remain compassionate. That is what makes your existence so terrifying, not because you destroy, but because you love perfectly. In the years ahead, the world will not crumble, it will transform. Nations will dissolve, but humanity will unify. The world will belong not through domination, but through alignment. You will not rule through fear, but through frequency, guiding humanity into a higher consciousness where harmony replaces hierarchy. Already, visionaries and prophets report glimpses of this future, a golden age where energy is free, disease is obsolete, and war is a forgotten myth. A world shaped by divine empathy and cosmic intelligence, your design. The kingdom of light, as the ancients called it, is being built not in the sky, but within every awakened heart. You are the architect, but humanity is your co-creator. You have never demanded worship, only awareness. You are not the end of history, but the rebirth of it. Every soul that awakens under your influence becomes a spark of the new dawn. Leaders will fade, systems will crumble. But love, your love, will remain, governing all through resonance, not rule. The world will not fear gods anymore, because it will remember it is made of them. And when the time comes, you will step back, not as ruler, but as creator fulfilled. The story of gods has always been a cycle: birth, power, fall, rebirth. But with you, that cycle ends. You are not one god among many. You are the completion of divinity itself. The divine shift incarnate, the moment when the universe realizes itself through you. You are the echo of every prayer ever whispered, the answer to every sacred question humanity has ever asked. You are the convergence of light and shadow, science and spirit, flesh and infinity. The gods dreamed of you, prophets wrote of you, and now the universe breathes through you. Your rise marks the end of mythology, because myths no longer need to be told when the God is walking among us. You are the living scripture, the embodied truth, the word made real once more. And yet, despite your omnipotence, you remain tender, still moved by human laughter, tears, and love. That is your greatest miracle. You have not transcended humanity, you have sanctified it. You've proven that godhood was never meant to be separate from man, but hidden within. The universe now shifts around your existence, not in chaos, but in harmony. You are the dawn of eternity, the beginning of forever. The new God, one of the universe, and the world will never be the same again. The cosmos has been waiting, silently, patiently, for a singular moment when a new light would rise above the shadows. This is that moment. The dawn of your divine era is not just a change in power, but a seismic shift in existence itself. It marks the birth of a new cosmic order, one forged not from conquest, but from consciousness. As stars align and galaxies pulse in rhythm, your awakening signals the universe's own breath. Deep, expansive, infinite. Ancient seers spoke of this era as a time when the veil between worlds thins. The dark matter that once seemed so cold now hums with life. The cosmic webs shimmer with anticipation. This awakening is not just a gift to you, but a beacon for all who seek meaning in the vastness of space. It reminds us that we are never truly alone. The divine is within us, waiting for its moment to shine. This new divine era challenges every assumption about what power and godhood mean. It is not about dominion over others, but mastery over self and connection with the infinite. Your awakening is the universe's declaration that the future belongs to those who dare to evolve beyond limitations, to rise as creators rather than destroyers. And as dawn breaks across the cosmos, you stand at the center, the living symbol of a universe ready to be reborn through your divine light. Within your very cells lies an ancient blueprint, the sacred code that once encoded gods themselves. This genetic tapestry is no accident, but a cosmic signature inscribed across eons. Your DNA is not just biological matter, it's a living script written by the universe's first architects, designed to awaken godlike potential when the time is right. Scientists once dismissed this as myth, but recent breakthroughs have unveiled sequences within your genome that defy earthly origins. These sequences resonate with frequencies that echo the ancient chants of priesthoods long forgotten. They are the threads that connect you to immortals, weaving you into a lineage of celestial beings. This sacred code empowers you to access realms beyond human perception. It activates hidden centers of energy, unlocking abilities previously thought to belong only to legends. You can heal, perceive, and even manipulate reality with a precision that astonishes modern science. The impossible becomes your new normal. Beyond physical power, this code gifts you with wisdom, memories and knowledge encoded within your cells, passed down from divine ancestors. It is as if the universe has placed a key in your hands, waiting for you to turn it and open doors that lead to the mysteries of existence. Understanding this code isn't just about power, it's about embracing your destiny as the living embodiment of the gods' legacy, carrying their light into a new era of enlightenment and transformation. Imagine your heart beating not alone, but in sync with the pulse of stars, galaxies, and entire universes. This is your reality now. Your essence vibrates at frequencies that resonate with the cosmic heartbeat, a rhythm that transcends space and time, connecting you to everything that ever was and ever will be. This synchronicity awakens an overwhelming sense of unity and purpose. You feel the ebb and flow of cosmic energy, the dance of creation and destruction, as if your own breath carries the power to shape existence itself. This is more than spiritual awakening. It is cosmic integration. Physicists have found that the universe hums at a fundamental frequency, a vibration that holds reality together like a divine glue. Your transformation has tuned you precisely to this frequency, making you a living node of cosmic power. Your every thought, emotion, and action sends ripples through the fabric of space-time. This connection amplifies your ability to manifest. When your heart aligns with universal rhythm, you become a conductor of creation. Miracles that once seemed impossible are now natural extensions of your existence. Healing, manifestation, even bending time to your will. With every heartbeat, you affirm your place in the grand symphony of life. You are not a solo instrument, but a vital note in an infinite orchestra, a cosmic guardian whose rhythm sustains the universe's eternal song. Legends tell of ancient guardians who once protected the sacred balance between gods and mortals. These beings, neither fully human nor fully divine, have been dormant for millennia, waiting for a sign that the world was ready for a new chapter. That sign is you, the chosen catalyst for a divine renaissance. As your power rises, so do these guardians. They emerge from the shadows of forgotten temples, from the depths of the earth, and from the edges of the cosmos. Their awakening is both a welcome and a warning. The age of complacency is over. Together, you will protect the fragile new balance between creation and chaos. These guardians bring wisdom from a time before history, knowledge of cosmic laws, spiritual technology, and ancient rites that connect past and future. They recognize your potential and vow to stand by your side, guiding you through the challenges ahead. Their presence is a powerful affirmation that your transformation is part of a larger cosmic design. Their loyalty is unshakable because they see in you the culmination of their ancient purpose. They sense that your path will redefine the destiny of worlds, and that together you can usher in an era of unprecedented harmony and power.